ممكن تلاقي العالم اسمع هذا الولد يا زلمه في بلده خليك انا معاك روح والله جول اول روح
Jetzt konzentriert sich schon voll auf das.
Love you, mom.
Please welcome the Board of Professors. Would everyone stand up? Die Gesellschaft der Professorinnen und Professoren. Bitte erheben Sie sich.
The institutional flags and the national flags of the graduates are arriving. Die Institutionsflaggen und die Nationalflaggen der Anwärter für den Doktortitel ziehen ein.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hungarian national anthem. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, es erklingt die ungarische Nationalhymne. Would everyone please take a seat? Bitte nehmen Sie Platz.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, dear graduates, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to our graduation ceremony. My name is Anniko Berta. I am the moderating speaker today to guide you through the ceremony. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, sehr geehrte Gäste, liebe Absolventinnen und Absolventen, ich begrüße Sie herzlich zu unserer akademischen Diplomverleihungsfeier. Mein Name ist Anniko Berta, ich bin die Moderatorin der heutigen Feier. It is my privilege to welcome and introduce you the leaders of the medical school. Hiermit begrüße ich die Leitung der medizinischen Fakultät, die ich Ihnen gerne vorstellen möchte. Professor Miklos Nitrai, Dean of the Medical School. Professor Miklos Nitrai, Dekan der medizinischen Fakultät. Professor Dora Regludi, Vice Dean for Science. Professor Dora Regludi, Prodekan für Wissenschaft. Professor Laszlo Zopf, Vice Dean for Science. Professor Laszlo Zopf, Prodekan für Bildung. Professor Ferenc Gajas, Chair of the English Program Committee. Professor Ferenc Gajas, Vorsitzender der Kommission des englischen Programms. Professor Peter Tan, Chair of the German Program Committee. Professor Peter Tan, Vorsitzender der Kommission des deutschen Programms. Professor Dora Andrei, Vice President of the Clinical Center. Professor Dora Andrei, stellvertretende Präsidentin des Klinischen Zentrums. Professor Kinga Lampek, Vice Dean for General and Strategic Affairs at the Faculty of Health Sciences. Professor Kinga Lampek, Prodekan für Allgemeines und studentische Angelegenheiten. Professor György Horváth, Vice Dean for Science and Student Welfare at the Faculty of Pharmacy. Professor Györgyi Horváth, Prodekan für Wissenschaft und studentische Fürsorge. Professor György Buzsáki, Honorary Professor of the University of Pécs. Professor György Buzsáki, Honorarprofessor der Universität Pécs. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, hereby I open our graduation ceremony. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, hiermit eröffne ich unsere Diplomverleihungszeremonie. I kindly ask Professor Dóra Reglődi to greet our graduates and our distinguished guests. Ich möchte Frau Professor Reglődi bitten, die Absolventinnen und Absolventen und unsere Gäste zu begrüßen.
Dear guests, colleagues and graduates, I welcome you at our graduation ceremony. As you will listen to other speeches, including a motivation speech, I will be very short. Today is a day of celebration of your great achievements and celebration of a new start of your medical profession in the future. I still remember you, at least many of you, from anatomy classes, lectures, or standing with trembling hands and feet waiting for the exam. I have seen your smiles and heard cheers after a successful exam, and I have seen your tears and disappointment after being unsuccessful. But never forget, and you have proven it, the strong are not the ones who never fail or fall, but the ones who get back up and walk on after falling. Although it seems like yesterday, you have done so much since then, and now you are medical doctors, our colleagues. I hope that in spite of these hard times that you went through with COVID, with the constructions, with the exams, you keep nice memories of these years in school, of our school, and you have made a lot of friends. You keep Pécs in your hearts, and you are always welcome back as an alumni. I wish you all success in your future, and for today, I wish you a wonderful day, and thank you for your attention. Sehr geehrte Gäste, liebe Absolventinnen und Absolventen, erlauben Sie, dass ich Sie bei unserer Zeremonie begrüße. Sie werden mehrere Reden hören, also ich werde kurz sein. Das ist ein Tag der Feier, Feier Ihrer großen Leistungen und Feier von einem neuen Beginn, Beginn von Ihrem Beruf als Ärzte. Ich erinnere mich immer noch, als Sie in Anatomiestunden, Vorlesungen waren oder mit zitternden Händen und Füßen vor der Prüfung gewartet haben. Ich habe gesehen, als Sie froh waren nach einer erfolgreichen Prüfung, und ich habe auch Tränen gesehen, als Sie traurig waren nach einer ungenügenden Prüfung. Aber Sie das auch bewiesen haben, die sehr Starken können immer wieder aufstehen und weitergehen. Es kommt mir vor wie gestern, aber Sie haben so viel getan in diesen letzten Jahren, und jetzt sind Sie unsere Kollegen geworden. Ich hoffe, dass trotz aller Schwierigkeiten wie Covid, Bauen von neuen Gebäuden, Prüfungszeiten, Sie schöne Erinnerungen von unserer Universität haben und haben Pécs immer in Ihren Herzen. Sie sind immer willkommen wie Alumni, und ich wünsche Ihnen viel Erfolg in Ihrer späteren Arbeit. Und für heute, ich wünsche Ihnen einen sehr schönen Tag und danke für die Aufmerksamkeit.
Thank you for your words, Professor Reglődi. Vielen Dank für Ihre Rede, Frau Professor Reglődi. Highly respected guests, honorable candidates, 179 graduates of the General Medicine program have qualified at the state examinations at the medical school. Therefore, they have become eligible for the medical degree. Sehr geehrte Gäste, sehr geehrte Absolventen, 179 Absolventinnen und Absolventen des Fachs Humanmedizin haben die Anforderungen der Abschlussprüfung erfüllt. Daher werden sie hiermit zu Diplomanwärter erklärt. I kindly ask the graduates to present their request for graduation to the Board of Professors. Ich bitte jetzt die Diplomanwärter, ihr Ersuchen auf die Ernennung zu stellen.
Dear beautiful friends and family, I will now ask of the professors what we've been waiting for so long. Honorable Board of Professors, having been thoroughly examined in all the sciences and subjects required of the graduates by the law, and having been found eligible to receive the degree of Doctor of Medical Sciences by the University of Pécs Medical School, we kindly ask you to confer the medical doctor's degree upon us.
Sehr geehrte Professorinnen und Professoren, nachdem wir das Studium an der Medizinischen Fakultät der Universität Pécs in allen wissenschaftlichen Fächern vorschriftsgemäß absolviert haben, wurden wir für würdig empfunden, den Doktortitel zu tragen. Deshalb möchten wir Sie bitten, uns die Doktorwürde zu verleihen.
Those present before us have met all the requirements prescribed by the law. Thus, there is no obstacle to conferring the degree upon them on this day.
Dear graduates, you are required to take an oath for fulfilling the duties originating from the physician's profession. I call you to take the doctoral oath in Latin, repeating the words read out by Professor László Zopf. Sehr geehrte Absolventinnen und Absolventen, gemäß unseren Traditionen möchte ich Sie bitten, das Gelöbnis auf Latein, vorgelesen von Herrn Professor László Zopf, abzulegen. I kindly ask all of you to stand up for the oath. Ich möchte Sie alle bitten, zum Gelöbnis aufzustehen.
Please say your own name after the word ego. Ego. Iuro vitam et operam meam. Ab initio officiorum medicorum exercendorum. Generi humano oblaturas esse. Egrotos me adeuntes, secundum eruditionem optimam, et usum optimum sanabo. Homines sanitatum conservandarum adiuvabo. Modos aptos eruditioni mei, et usui meo adhibebo. Auxilium subitum in vite periculo feram. Iura et dignitatem humanam. Egrotorum et propinquorum. In honore habebo. Res secretas eius non aperiam. Fide eius non abutar. Vitam humanam omniam in honore habebo. Sine distinctione generis proprio, patrio, religionis. Civili et sociali. Officium medicorum consuetudinem egregiam. Et honorem almi matris memoriam. Scientia et vi maxima tenebo. Reverentiam magistris meis debebo. Summa vis studebo ut recentes rerum. Exitus medicinae cognoscentes, officium magnificum medicorum meum administrem.
Would everyone please be seated? Bitte nehmen Sie Platz. Following our traditions, I'm going to read out your names with your qualification in Latin. The qualification is calculated based on the mean average of your academic achievements. Rite stands for successfully completed, cum laude for completed with distinction, and summa cum laude for completed with highest distinction. It is my pleasure to announce that all graduates with a summa cum laude qualification receive a golden ring called Elizabeth Ring, named after the founder of the university. The ring is decorated with the crest of the medical school. Unserer Tradition folgend werde ich jetzt Ihre Namen mit Ihrer Qualifikation auf Latein vorlesen. Die Qualifikation bezieht sich auf den Durchschnittswert der akademischen Leistungen. Rite steht für erfolgreich abgeschlossen, cum laude für mit Lob abgeschlossen und summa cum laude für mit höchstem Lob abgeschlossen. Mit großer Freude teile ich Ihnen mit, dass die Absolventen und Absolventinnen, deren Durchschnitt höher als 4,5 ist, also die mit der Qualifikation summa cum laude ihr Studien beenden, den sogenannten Elisabeth-Ring verliehen bekommen. Der Ring ist mit dem Wappen der Medizinischen Fakultät geziert. Dear fellow doctors, the doctor's degree having been conferred upon you, I call you to appear in front of the dean, who on behalf of the doctors of the medical school is going to accept you as fellow doctors by a handshake. Sehr geehrte Doktorkolleginnen und Doktorkollegen, nachdem Sie zum Doktor der Humanmedizin ernannt wurden, treten Sie bitte vor den Dekan, damit er Sie im Namen der Doktoren der Medizinischen Fakultät auch mit einem Handschlag unter den Doktorkollegen begrüßen darf. Karam Bassam Hassan Abed Al-Jawad, cum laude. Hatem Abu Obaid, cum laude. Atusa Abu Nabi, cum laude. Bashar Abu Karim, cum laude. Bilal Ashraf Abu Shbaih, cum laude. Milad Ahmadpur, cum laude. Sofia Akhtari, cum laude. Marie Akune, cum laude. Naif Mohamed Qasem Al-Amouche, cum laude. Wissam Katan Al-Azavi, cum laude. Wissam Jihad Al-Bakain, cum laude. Mohammad Shams Al-Din Al-Khazale, Rite. Hala Suleiman Daoud Al-Oshaibat, Rite. Saba Ziad Mahmoud Al-Saraire, cum laude. Johanna Altmann, cum laude. Albina Sergeyevna Amirhanova, cum laude. Shad Asaf, cum laude. Gotami Balasingam, cum laude. Anna Bessa, cum laude. Robert Ludwig Binder, cum laude. Margaret Binney, cum laude. Shadi Shuti, cum laude. Bu Shehab Hussein Ali, summa cum laude. Solveig Maria Callaghan, cum laude. Helena Chica Chinda, cum laude. Yanis Christopher, cum laude. Alexandra Delina, cum laude. Jenny Eckhart, cum laude. Lisa Anna Ehmann, cum laude. Emma Einhausen, cum laude. Yassin El Mokhtari, cum laude. Stine Bottisrud Eriksen, cum laude. Riyad Guido Ezidin, cum laude. Maximilian Fendrich, cum laude. Simon Feidiker, cum laude. Marika Felber, summa cum laude. Christopher Flock, Rite. Nicole Carmen Förster, cum laude. Erik Bernhard Fulde, cum laude. Amir Reza Gamati Tawil, cum laude. Isabel Glan, cum laude. Gerald Gorecki, cum laude. Jörg Grünen, cum laude. Leith Samer Ayub Haddad, cum laude. Lina Honorin Hatangimana, cum laude. Simon Johannes Hafstein, cum laude. Wajahat Hayi, cum laude. Lukas Viktor Heidesberger, cum laude. Celia Bjerke Helander, cum laude. Dennis Joren Hertz, Rite. Robert Heun, cum laude. Sunniva Hof, cum laude. Carolina Uta Hude, cum laude. Maximilian Hum, cum laude. Ryan Osaze Igbe, cum laude. Chiamaka Peace Igwe, Rite. Isabel Elisabeth John, cum laude. Nicolas Jostein Metirtikas Johanskor, cum laude. Blanca Jósa, cum laude. Hanne Mjös Juvik, cum laude. Tuba Karada, cum laude. Soshi Katakura, rite. Manisha Katanchi, cum laude. Aisha Khan, rite. Eva Klostermann, cum laude. Thea Malm Kolmanskog, cum laude. Sebestyén Kovács, cum laude. Hiyori Kudo, cum laude. Gayatri Lakshmikantan, cum laude. Anna Rö Langeteig, cum laude. Le Tan Fu Nguyen, cum laude. Paula Lohmann, cum laude. Tanya Nengo Luanza Pati Dogala. Juhani Mursu Melen, rite. Rami Ahmad Tarek Mahmoud, cum laude. Mitiran Manoharan, cum laude. Amber Bianca Martinez, cum laude. Victor Matos, cum laude. Keito Meguru, cum laude. Maximilian Meinung, cum laude. Elisabeth Mengiste, cum laude. Luca Johann Meyer, cum laude. Nini Christine Mittus, cum laude. Krisk Mikhail, cum laude. Laura Michaela Mikošek, cum laude. Riho Mochimaru, summa cum laude. Nima Mohammadi, cum laude. Jaira Kalumpang Morales, Rite. Ann-Kristin Moritz, cum laude. Jessica Mojar, Rite. Sophie Muala, cum laude. Youssef Mula, Rite. Laith Raed Faisal Musharbash, cum laude. Jörun Erzos Nos, cum laude. Viktor Max Arne Napset, cum laude. Hikari Nagai, cum laude. Hans Elias Nacken, cum laude. Tatiana Navarro Cano, Rite. Julia Sandra Nif, cum laude. Farshad Negaresh, Rite. Giuliana Negri, cum laude. Martine Wolf Nesse, cum laude. Marius Nink, cum laude. Yuki Nojiri, cum laude. Christopher Konrad Nygård, cum laude. Hanna Uhashi, Rite. Moe Ojika, Rite. Tolu Lope Oladeli, cum laude. Jonas Philipp Olbermann, cum laude. Tamer Omari, cum laude. Caroline Umdahl, cum laude. Ebu Bechukwu Favor Onyegala, cum laude. Rebecca Opica, cum laude. Melis Özjurt, cum laude. Surki Park, Rite. Sven Paul, cum laude. Henrik Emil Wildeng Pettersen, cum laude. Tilla Pinsle, cum laude. Katerina Puttinger, Rite. Felix Albrecht Rapp, cum laude. Emil Nerbö Reiten, Rite. Charlotte Sophie Rithala, cum laude. Antonia Anna Maria Roth, cum laude. Mohammad Hossein Ruinezad, Rite. Lukas Rössler, cum laude. Stella Ruvedel, cum laude. Perham Sadeghi, Rite. Fatima Safi, cum laude. Lale Sarai, cum laude. Narges Sarmand, cum laude. Vuk Sekic, cum laude. Annika Waltraud Schicker, Rite. Alexandra Nina Schindler, cum laude. Anne Maria Schmidt, summa cum laude. Hedwig Yvonne Schöne, summa cum laude. Lisa Marie Schröder, cum laude. Nils Christian Schumacher, cum laude. Alexander Ralf Daniel Schuster, cum laude. Oliver Mark Sveir, cum laude. Massi Sheva, cum laude. Makoto Shirakawa, rite. Anna Elisabeth Simonite, cum laude. Hieron Os Skolnes, cum laude. Sondre Söderholm, cum laude. Tamaki Someya, cum laude. Sandra Giselle Irene Marie Angel Steffensen, cum laude. Axel Schergård Stockinger, cum laude. Hanna Katharina Stopfer, cum laude. Uta Syrka Magdalene Straube, cum laude. Moritz Stüwe, cum laude. Lama Talhami, cum laude. Hossein Tarban, rite. Saskia Toos, cum laude. Kanau Tojo, cum laude. Riku Tsuga, cum laude. Frida Rex Sebastian Udo, cum laude. Julia Velasco Ruiz de Angulo, cum laude. Felix Leo Voss, summa cum laude. Nina Sun Mai Wu, cum laude. Taiki Varashina, rite. Chika Watanabe, cum laude. Max Weingärtner, cum laude. Sunniva Iselin Wesley, cum laude. Andrea Unheim Wijk, rite. Jan Wildebø, cum laude. Rahila Marie Clesentin Yusuf. Amar Samer Talat Zayadin, cum laude. Bora Serdar Zeybek, cum laude. Lena Zimmermann, cum laude. Jakub Amin Zul, cum laude. Nadim Zubedat, rite. There is now a possibility for our young medical doctors to thank the Board of Professors for the degree. Unsere jungen Ärztinnen und Ärzte bekommen jetzt die Möglichkeit, sich für ihre Ernennung zum Doktor zu bedanken.
Honorable Dean, we wish to express our gratitude for the degree conferred upon us. Keeping our oath and duties enjoined on us, we will do our best at all times to protect the prestige of our profession and as much as we can to promote the development of sciences and of our medical school. To be able to contribute in this way to the benefit of mankind and to the glory of our country. Thank you.
Sehr geehrter Herr Dekan, wir möchten uns ganz herzlich für die Verleihung unserer Doktorwürde bedanken. Gemäß unserem Gelöbnis und der mit der Doktorwürde auf uns erlegten Pflichten werden wir stets bemüht sein, das Ansehen unseres Berufsstandes zu schützen. Wir werden uns immer bemühen, mit unserem Wissen den guten Ruf der medizinischen Fakultät zu bewahren, unser Land voranzubringen, dem Wohl unserer Mitmenschen zu dienen und uns der Zeit gemäß weiterzubilden. Dankeschön.
Ladies and gentlemen, the leadership of the school would like to acknowledge the outstanding teaching assistant work of a graduate of the German program, Dr. Marika Felber. I kindly ask her to take the certificate from the Dean. A Dean's Certificate of Recognition is awarded to Dr. Sebastian Kovács for his exemplary performance in a resuscitation process. I kindly ask him to receive the certificate from the Dean. A Dean's Certificate of Recognition is awarded to Dr. Tolulope Oladeli for her outstanding public activities. Dear young doctors, dear guests, the leadership of the medical school has decided to invite a graduate of our school every year to give a motivational speech at the graduation ceremony. This year we have invited Professor György Buzsáky, an internationally renowned brain researcher. Professor Buzsáky graduated from the Medical University of Pécs in 1974 and worked at the Institute of Physiology until 1988. He currently holds an endowed chair in the departments of neuroscience and neurology at the New York University Medical Center. He is a member of the National Academy of Sciences, United States, a foreign member of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences, and honoris causa, an honorary professor of the University of Pécs. Liebe neue Doktoren, liebe Gäste, die Leitung der medizinischen Fakultät hat sich entschieden, jedes Jahr einen Alumnus unserer Fakultät einzuladen, um eine Motivationsrede bei der Diplomverleihungszeremonie zu halten. In diesem Jahr haben wir Professor György Buzsáky, einen international renommierten Gehirnforscher, eingeladen. Professor Buzsáky graduierte 1974 an der Medizinischen Universität Pécs und arbeitete bis 1988 im Institut für Physiologie. Derzeit arbeitet er als Professor der Neurowissenschaften und Neurologie an der Universität New York. Er ist Mitglied der Nationalen Akademie der Wissenschaften in den USA und ist ausländisches Mitglied der Ungarischen Akademie der Wissenschaften und Honoris Causa Professor der Universität Pécs. Now I would like to kindly ask Professor Buzsáky to address his speech to our graduates. Ich möchte jetzt Herrn Professor Buzsáky bitten, Ihre Rede für unsere Absolventinnen und Absolventen zu halten.
My dear new colleagues, what a day. You will remember this day for the rest of your life. It will become part of you. If you look around, you see very different faces. We are very different, we are diverse. But it's not your look what makes you an individual. What makes you an individual is your personal experiences, your memories. Unfortunately, memories are not reliable. They can be altered and they can be fading. So the best way of doing this and keeping your memories is to document them. I have only 2 pictures of my graduation. You can have hundreds. So my first advice to you is to make this event very memorable by taking pictures, just like I do. You have spent several precious years at this university. And if I look around, I feel a little bit at home, in my different home. This graduation class, I have to say, it looks exactly like a graduation ceremony at New York University Medical Center. Diversity is what drives us. Perhaps you spent the best years here. You had the hard work, sweat, and tears, but also the good moments, the memorable moments, the small things that become part of your memory. All of these will become part of you. I remember the moment, the happy moment, I would say, when I finally passed this damn anatomy examination. I remember the first time when I have seen a beating heart in an open chest. And I remember my first interview with a schizophrenic patient. At the end, I was surprised. He's schizophrenic. Who am I then? You all will have these special first moments that you will remember and recall all the time in your life. Wherever you go in the world, and you will see and meet another person from this university who graduated from University Medical School in Page, you will be automatically bonded. Because your alma mater is a little bit like your family. You cannot get rid of it. You cannot depart from it. You cannot forget it, because it will remain part of your identity. During these years, the university prepared you for many, many, many good things. You learned how to live an extraordinary life, how to become a physician, how to uplift the human spirit, respect light, and value human dignity. It did the same to me 40 years ago. You and I gained more than just knowledge here. We learned how to deal with our fears, agonies, and worries about the future. We have made all considerable progress here into the future of our own life, not only to become good medical doctors, but also good persons. With this diploma in your hand, it's like a passport. The passport to the high elite in the society. You just entered high society. Your medical degree gives you a statute in your own community. It makes you a respected expert in a profession that is respected so many of everybody. Being a doctor comes with privileges. It's an honor. From now on, you will be introduced in parties, theaters, wherever you go, that this is Dr. So-and-so. He's a doctor. That, of course, is something. So, from today on, you are all entrusted to become the voice of health. So never forget who you are and the power that you hold. And use that power for what is deserved and what is entitled you. That is, building a much better world. Of course, privileges always come with responsibilities. A doctor in front of your name is a megaphone. Whatever you say carries weight exactly because you are a doctor. You have become not only a doctor, of course, but also a graduate of the Page Medical School. You cannot do certain things. You cannot yawn in public. You cannot yawn in front of the patients because a bored patient, a bored doctor is infectious to the patients also. Such behavior automatically disqualifies you as a caring individual. Let me go further. You cannot be drunk. You cannot curse, because everything such you do in such a mistake is always amplified by your end degree, because you are part of this respected elite. Do not destroy that image, but instead try to build it, rebuild it, and build it again. Now, let's move forward. A few years from now, you will realize that The medical school years were easy. I know thousands of pages you had to chew through, also the many examinations that you have to take. But nevertheless, you were guided by, coached by your professors. They taught you, and their job was to teach you within the safety of the walls of the university. Now, those walls will fall. The instructors and the professors are gone. You are on your own, but not quite. You will have other teachers. Your teachers will be your patients. Your patients are as good as the professors, of course. So be grateful to them, and remember that every single time you cure patients or make the patient's life a little bit better, that is not only the service for humanity, but at the same time, it is a gain knowledge, it is your knowledge packed into some reward. Medicine is a hard road to take, but it's so much worth it. How do you make it worthwhile? One trick would be to fast forward 40 years and look back and ask, did I reach my goal? Did I become the person I wanted? What mistakes I made and what good things I have made? Unfortunately, you don't have that luxury. Instead, please start thinking about who do you want to become today and every day? Is it enough to say that I've got a well-paid job, I've got a well-respected job? Or you can say that this is not exactly why I studied 6 years. I'd like to become somebody else. I'd like to become a doctor with good reputation, a person who can earn the trust of both patients and the community because you care what is right and what is expected from you. So every morning, when you look into the mirror in the bathroom, ask yourself and answer the question, am I on the right track? Remind yourself what the doctor in front of your name means. Doctor comes from the Latin docere, meaning to teach. From now on, you become the teachers of and preservers of health. Life is not always easy. There will be hurdles in front of you, of course. That will include administrative duties, fights with the insurance companies, the financial interest of the hospitals, occasional disagreements with your superiors and your colleagues. There will be hard days. You will have patients who are not curable, and they will die. You start wondering what you have done wrong and how you could have saved them. One day you may find that you don't like your profession. You are afraid of the patients. These are hopeless days. But how can a hopeless doctor give hope to your patients, to their patients? In this darkest moment, you have to figure out how to reborn. No matter how bad a day is, there is always some help. A hug from your spouse, a hug from your children, or a nice blink from a patient, or just an acknowledging nod from your colleague is something that you have to appreciate. These are small things, but nevertheless, they are the best things if we take them for not granted. Appreciate them. These are the things that keep us going. And ask yourself again, why did I take this noble profession? And I hope your answer will be, because I want to help patients. So in every such situation, you must find yourself and figure out how you can become the one you really wanted to become. In my world, I know two types of doctors. One type looks into the patient's eyes, and the other don't. Probably we need both of them. I work in a very high-tech environment in a university hospital. I'm surrounded by specialists of all kinds, from robotic neurosurgery to the most complicated tractography imaging, from closed-loop epilepsy intervention to nanotherapeutic drug delivery methods in cancer patients. These complicated methods, innovations, require collaborations among physicists, mathematicians, engineers, and physician specialists. This is precision medicine, the brand new world. But these specialists are often remote from the patients. They don't look into the eyes of the patients. I am one of them, I have to admit. Then I go home when I'm surrounded by practicing physicians. My wife, a graduate from the same medical school here. She's a psychiatrist. My daughter came back to learn medicine at Semmelweis University. Now she's a drug specialist. My son-in-law is an emergency medicine person. These are the frontline workers of medical profession dealing with serious and very often hopeless illnesses. They are the ones who look into the eyes of the patients and gain their trust. Half of the success in medicine, people say, is based on such patient-doctor bonding. Of course, there is a price for this. The telephone calls come in the middle of the dinner, sometimes during the night, and sometimes even during Christmas Eve. But this is a small price, and you have to understand that the patients need you most when they are feeling most miserable. We all live in a busy and very fast-moving world. Finding and offering a peaceful moment, looking into the eyes of the patients, this is the way how you can gain their trust. Those who suffer need something more than a doctor. You have to become a healer. Putting up the white coat and the personality of a self-confident doctor is often not enough. In fact, sometimes it's best to take off your coat, at least the way how you imagine it, and look into the eyes of the patient, even in the greatest situation. And if you look into the eyes of the patient, you will always learn there is dignity in every soul. You have to understand you are dealing with other humans. All patients, every patient needs optimism, laughter, humor, even in the gravest situation. A positive attitude, this kind of positive attitude, can only come from the physician and the healer. I have a good friend. He's a neurosurgeon. Probably he's the best doctor who is interacting with patients. That is the doctor I know. His name is Werner. If Werner says to his patient, "Lady, I'm going to cut off your head from here and replace it with the head of a dinosaur," the patient just nods because she's convinced that this is the best and possibly the only solution to the problem. Werner holds the hand of the patient, and looks into the eyes, and delivers sometimes very grave diagnosis. Not all his operations are successful, but the patients are always grateful to him. So try to emulate Werner. Remember this. I tend to think in stories, so I'd like to share you one of my stories, which happened very soon after my graduation from this medical school. During my mandatory service in the Hungarian army, a young soldier with head injury came to my office. I was ready to assign him back to his unit because he looked quite okay. But I have seen that in his eyes there was some hesitation and he wanted to tell me something. So I encouraged him. And he told me, "Doctor, I have bubbles in my eyes." I was surprised. Bubbles? I never heard anything about this in ophthalmology or neurology. I had two helpers. Those were other surgeons, or other soldiers. They were sitting in my office, and I could see their faces that they could hardly hold back their laughter after hearing such a stupidity. But I was looking at the eyes of my young fellow, and I could see his eyes, his worrying blink, and I realized I have to do something. Should I send him to psychiatry? Should I tell him that he's just imagining it and things will disappear? I chose to have another route. I told him that this is part of the disease. Many people with head injuries have this. My young soldier cheered up. He was very happy that there is an answer. Somebody, an authority, knows the answer. Did I know the answer? No. Did I lie to the patient? Did I react the right way I should in that situation? So in that situation, my soldier's problem became my misery. I worried. A couple of weeks later, luckily, I have seen them walking around in the garrison and waved at me. I was relieved. Now, let's jump 30 years forward. I'm lying in a stretcher in a trauma department of Morristown Memorial in New Jersey. I had head injury. I was building my house. I fell off the ladder. I broke 5 vertebrae, a couple of ribs, and my left octalid. The world is spinning around me. I open my eyes. I can't see anything. What do I see? One morning I open my eyes. I have bubbles in my eyes. Bubbles. I started worrying. What happens? Now I imagine I travel back 30 years and I see the face of my young soldier. I demand the answer. Will I become blind? What will happen to me? And it's a strange feeling. I'm an educated professor. I should know the answer. But of course, in that situation, I was the patient. I needed the answer. I needed the encouragement. So when the attending physician came to my room, I shyly mentioned that I have this little problem. My doctor held my hand, looked into my eyes, explained something, maybe cracked a joke, which I don't remember, and smilingly left. I could sleep that day. And that day, I understood the difference between cure and healing. Healing is different from curing. There are so many diseases, there are so many traps in your future that you cannot cure a patient, but you can always heal. So I'd like to suggest that somehow you put it deeply in your memory that even though you cannot always help or save a patient in terms of physical disease, but you can always heal. So with this, I finished part of my story, and I'm probably at the end of my 50 minutes that was allowed by my dean. But after this 50 minutes, I'd like to give you a few seconds back to you. What I'm asking you is the following. I know, everybody knows around, that this day is yours. You are the ones who have to be celebrated. You have worked very, very hard. But I know that deep in your heart, you are sure that it is not only your performance. In everyone's life, there was at least one individual whose encouragement helped make sure that you are here and you graduate today. Now, I'm asking one thing from you. Please remember the name of this individual. Okay? Now, I have a second request. Please say the name of this individual loud to the person on your left and on your right. All done? Now, if this is not a happy, elevated moment, then I don't know what it is. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for your motivational speech, Professor Buzsáky. I kindly ask Professor Golyas now to address his speech to the graduates of the English program. Ich bedanke mich beim Herrn Professor Buzsáky für seine Motivationsrede und möchte Herrn Professor Golyas bitten, seine Rede für die Absolventinnen und Absolventen des englischen Programms zu halten.
Dear graduating students, distinguished guests, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Page Medical School's leadership and council, I congratulate you, dear graduating students, for successfully completing your studies. I also would greet the parents whose sacrifice and moral support made this day of celebration possible. Dear young doctors, obtaining your medical diploma took many hard-working years. Therefore, you should be rightly proud of this achievement. Together with your family and friends, we, your teachers, share these happy moments with you. After taking the Hippocratic Oath, with the Dean's handshake, you were accepted by the medical community as a new member. The medical profession is highly esteemed. You have to keep this standard by your work and conduct of your life. It's a big responsibility. Within our capacity, we have tried to furnish you with up-to-date medical knowledge and skills. However, as Charles Thomas Munger has said at the graduation ceremony, you are not going to get very far in life based on what you already know. You are going to advance in life by what you are going to learn after you leave here. Your education up to now has been a long and intense journey, one which I hope has enriched you from the cultural, professional, personal point of view. Your future career depends a lot on the qualities your family, your teachers, your fellow students, and others around you have instilled in you during this journey. Today is one of the most important milestones in your lives. However, receiving your medical diploma is just a milestone. New challenges are awaiting you. You have found your place in a new community, work for your specialty, raise a family, and most importantly, become a rightly trusted medical doctor. You are young, energetic, and ambitious. For your future career, professional improvement is certainly a key issue. On the other hand, you will see that for your success, you need adequate relaxation and distracting activities such as family life, appreciation of art, a hobby, or doing sports. This is very important since you have to remain healthy if you want to improve the health of your patients. Let's show a good example by staying fit, trim, and active. The medical profession is more and more a teamwork. Do your best to be a valued member of such teams. Esteem your colleagues and gain their respect by your knowledge and your hard work. Never forget why the patients turn to you. They are helpless and vulnerable, and they expect from their doctor hope, relief, help, and support. Dear young colleagues, by receiving your diploma, you have also become a messenger of the University of Medical School page, and in a broader sense, the Hungarian medical education. You are the best and most valid information sources regarding the quality of the education in page, regarding the beauty of the student's life, and certainly regarding the difficulties one has to face when preparing for the lectures, practices, and exams. Wherever you go after leaving the medical school, keep it in your mind and help us further increase the reputation of our school. We, your teachers and now colleagues, are confident that you have gained adequate knowledge during your studies to cope with the future challenges in your medical profession. On the other hand, if you have any professional problem during your career, you are very welcome to help or guidance we can offer. We are proud of you and hope to see you again at the alumni meetings. I wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you for your speech, Professor Gajas. Now I kindly ask Professor Tan to deliver his speech to the graduates of the German program. Ich bedanke mich bei Herrn Professor Gajas für seine Rede und möchte Herrn Professor Tan bitten, die Absolventinnen und Absolventen des deutschen Programms zu begrüßen.
Liebe Professorinnen und Professoren, verehrte Gäste und Familienmitglieder, aber ganz besonders möchte ich Sie begrüßen, liebe neue Kolleginnen und Kollegen. Als ich hier saß, sind mir zwei Gedanken in den Kopf gekommen. Das erste war, dass man nicht nur bei der Anatomieprüfung zum Schwitzen kommen kann, und es ist auch gut, dass Sie da einige Praxis schon gesammelt haben. Und zweitens, am Ende zu reden ist immer sehr gut, weil da eigentlich schon alles gesagt wurde. Aber erlauben Sie mir bitte, dass ich einige Gedanken heraushebe, vielleicht zum zweiten Mal. Wie Sie alle wissen, ist die feierliche Diplomverleihung eines der wichtigsten und, wie man mittlerweile gesehen hat, eines der lustigsten Ereignisse unserer Fakultät. Aber ich bin mir sicher, dass es das wichtigste Ereignis Ihrer bisherigen Laufbahn ist. Nach vielen Jahren Lernen, nach einigen Momenten, wo Sie vielleicht aufgeben wollten, nach einigen Schwierigkeiten im PG-Echt-Café, ist es nun dazu gekommen, dass Sie Ihre Diplome erhalten haben. und Sie haben es sich wirklich verdient. Ich möchte Ihnen im Namen des Dekanats und auch in meinem Namen ganz herzlich dazu gratulieren. Bei solchen Anlässen sagt man immer sehr ernst, dass das der Anfang eines Weges ist. Und im Falle einer Medizinerin und eines Mediziners ist es wirklich wahr. Es kommt ein langer Weg auf Sie zu, ein schöner Weg, der allerdings auch manchmal schwierige Momente mit sich bringen wird. Ich bin mir ganz sicher, dass die vielen Kenntnisse, die Sie hier erworben haben, Ihre mitgebrachten menschlichen Fähigkeiten und auch die Entwicklung, die Sie während dieser Jahre bei uns gemacht haben, Sie auf diesem Weg immer begleiten werden und dass Sie erfolgreich sein werden. Nützen Sie Ihr Wissen im Sinne zum Wohlsein und zur Zufriedenheit Ihrer Patienten, helfen Sie Ihren späteren Studenten und Schülern und stellen Sie Ihr Wissen vielleicht auch in die Dienste der Wissenschaft und der Forschung. Aber genug des Ernstes, heute ist wirklich ein Tag der Feier und der Freude. Genießen Sie es, sowas passiert nicht aller Tage. Danken Sie aber auch bitte all den Leuten, die Sie begleitet haben, Ihren Familien, die Ihnen geholfen haben und die Sie unterstützt haben, Ihren Freunden und Ihren Partnern. Ich möchte auch im Namen des Dekanats und der deutschen Leitung mich bei den Familien für die Unterstützung der vergangenen Jahre bedanken. Heute ist auch ein Tag, oder in den nächsten Tagen kommt es zu Tagen des Abschiedes. Sie verabschieden sich von unserer Fakultät, von unserer Universität, von der Stadt Pécs. Das wird vielleicht auch manchmal ein bisschen traurig sein, aber ich hoffe und bin mir sicher, dass Sie uns in guter Erinnerung behalten werden. Denken Sie gerne zurück an diese Zeit. Es ist eines der schönsten Zeiten und das ist Ihr Alma Mater. Hier haben Sie Ihre Diplome erhalten. Halten Sie bitte den Kontakt, sowohl privat als auch fachlich mit der Stadt. Kommen Sie bitte zurück, nehmen Sie teil an dem nächsten International Evening. Wir freuen uns immer, Sie hier bei uns wieder willkommen heißen zu dürfen. Auf der anderen Seite ist es auch ein Abschied voneinander. Behalten Sie bitte diese Kontakte, pflegen Sie diese Kontakte, die Freundschaften, weil, glauben Sie mir, das wird Sie das ganze Leben lang begleiten und es wird immer eine riesige Hilfe sein, an die Zeit zu denken und gemeinsame Erinnerungen zu pflegen. Am Ende möchte ich Ihnen noch einen Gedanken des bekannten ungarischen Nobelpreisträgers, Wissenschaftlers und Arztes auf dem Weg mitgeben. Professor Szent-Györgyi Albert hat einmal gesagt, wenn man ein Studium beendet, ist das Wissen meistens verblasst. Vieles davon ist vergessen. Aber was bleibt, und das ist das Wichtigste, ist der Hunger unseres Geistes. Ich wünsche Ihnen alles Gute und bleiben Sie immer hungrig. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit.
Thank you for your speech, Professor Tan. Dear guests, now our young medical doctors would like to speak to their professors and families. Ich bedanke mich beim Herrn Professor Tan für seine Rede. Liebe Gäste, unsere Absolventinnen und Absolventen möchten nun zu ihren Professoren und Familien sprechen.
Good afternoon, Dean, Vice Deans, professors, staff, parents, family, friends, and last but not least, graduates. It is truly my honor to stand before you this afternoon. Before I begin my remarks to my fellow graduates, I want to thank our professors and teachers for their dedication to creating and developing the next generation of doctors. I want to also express our sincere gratitude to our families and friends, some of whom have traveled thousands of miles and kilometers to be here today to celebrate this momentous occasion in our lives, for their support and encouragement every step of the way. Without you all, we would not be here today. So thank you again. Graduates, Looking back, our studies at the University of Page has had its ups and downs. Do you remember in first year when you thought, but I'm not interested in chemistry, biochemistry, or biophysics? Or maybe second year, when passing the physiology exam just seemed impossible, and there was too much material to cover for the neuroanatomy final. What about third year, when we were studying pathology, pathophysiology, and pharmacology all at the same time? The upper year students kept saying, don't worry, it gets easier next year, but it never did. Fourth year rolled around, and we began our clinical subjects. This was the part we'd all been waiting for, patient contact. As if our courses weren't challenging enough, in the middle of our fourth year, we were all faced with the COVID-19 pandemic. The whole world went into lockdown. We spent the remainder of our academic year and most of our fifth year online. Not only did this take a toll on us socially and psychologically, but we also lost a lot of time in our clinical years during which we would have gained practical skills. Finally, it was sixth year, and we had the chance to actively participate in patient care. Some of us left to complete our rotations abroad, and others remained here to enjoy what little time we had left in the city that has become our second home. Every year came with new challenges. There were moments we doubted ourselves. There were moments when procrastination took over and we couldn't focus. There were even occasions that we didn't think this day would come. But look around the room. Class of 2022, we did it. I recently read a post by Dr. Henry R. Ford that said character, patience, persistence, passion, honesty, and integrity. Never lose sight of these attributes. I agree with Dr. Ford. For us to be great doctors, these are essential. Character. We're always told to be of good character. But what does that really mean? Show compassion. Be respectful of others. Be courageous. Do the right thing. Listen to others. Don't judge. And be stewards of our community. Patience. Practice patience. Don't rush. Consciously slow down and be present in the moment. Persistence. Anything worth having comes as a result of hard work, which involves commitment and time. We know this. We're living proof of it. But the hard work doesn't stop now that we have our medical degree. We have our whole career ahead of us. We are just getting started. So please remain persistent. Passion. An ambition in service of something or someone. That's passion. For me, medicine has always been my calling of service to others. Whatever your reason is, remember that, and never lose sight of it. Passion will be the motivation to get us through the long nights, tough shifts, or the challenge of diagnosing that rare patient case. Honesty. Be honest. We will make mistakes. We are human after all. How we deal with that mistake, what we learn from that mistake, and how we implement that into our future life is what's important. Integrity. Take responsibility for your actions. Follow the rules and keep your promises. Have true integrity. What you do matters, both the little stuff and the big stuff. They will have an impact. Today marks the end of our chapter as medical students, but more importantly, it signifies the beginning of our lives as medical doctors. Wherever in the world this life takes us, I trust that every one of us will be amazing doctors. May we never forget all the lessons the University of Page has taught us, and may we always remember character, patience, persistence, passion, honesty, and integrity. Thank you, and congratulations again, class of 2022.
Sehr geehrter Herr Dekan, sehr geehrte Professorinnen und Professoren, liebe Kolleginnen und Kollegen, liebe Freunde, liebe Familien. Es ist mir eine absolute Ehre, heute an dem für uns alle sehr wichtigen Tag diese kurze Rede halten zu dürfen. Tatsächlich fällt es mir etwas schwer, diese lange und intensive Zeit jetzt auf nur ein paar Minuten zu begrenzen. Aber was wir hier alle in all den Jahren sicher auch gelernt haben, vor allem in den Prüfungen, man sollte niemals zu viel sagen und auch nur die Dinge, bei denen man sich zu 100% sicher ist, was öfter auch mal ein Problem darstellen konnte. Deshalb werde ich mich jetzt aber genau auf diese Dinge beschränken. Was vor einigen Jahren mit dem ersten Semester angefangen hat und hunderte unzählige Prüfungen vor uns, bei manchen auch mehr, soll jetzt plötzlich vorbei sein. Ehrlicherweise fühlt es sich etwas komisch und irreal an, dass es jetzt vorbei ist. Wenn man an die ganzen Geschichten und Momente zurückdenkt, fühlt es sich wie gestern an und ist irgendwie doch so weit weg. Einfach komisch. Anfangs konnte es keinem schnell genug gehen, das Physikum zu schaffen und dann möglichst schnell nach Deutschland zu kommen. Heute sieht das anders aus. Was bei vielen anfangs wie eine Strafe war, ist heute, zumindest für mich und ich denke auch für viele andere, ein Segen. Ein Segen alleine deswegen, weil ich denke, es ist fast unmöglich, viele verschiedene Menschen von überall aus der Welt kennenzulernen und alle mit dem gleichen Ziel, um jeden Preis Medizin studieren zu können. Jeder oder jede hier hat seine ganz eigene PhD-Geschichte mit ganz vielen Höhen und mindestens genauso vielen Tiefen. Was uns jetzt am Ende doch alle wieder an dasselbe Ziel geführt hat, nämlich hier zu sitzen. Was hat eigentlich unseren Jahrgang ausgemacht? Tatsächlich war es mit 71 deutschen Absolventinnen und Absolventen ein sehr großer deutscher Abschlussjahrgang, der seit dem 3. Jahr ziemlich kunterbunt gemischt ist, in dem man aber relativ schnell integriert wurde. Hier kann ich auch für mich sprechen. Ich bin 2018 in den Jahrgang gekommen, in der Gruppe D4 und wurde super aufgenommen. Genau, vor allem aber nochmal, fand ich, hat man das jetzt auch nach dem Staatsexamen sehr gut gesehen. Das gemeinsame Feiern im Brunnen oder danach mit einer Powerade am Pool in Kroatien. Ja, unsere Abschlussfahrt war einfach zu wild. Auch die Corona-Pandemie hat einen großen und wichtigen Teil unseres Jahres und unserer Ausbildung ausgemacht, wo sicherlich alle Beteiligten versucht haben, immer ihr Bestes zu geben. Aber eigentlich ist leider alles nicht so, wie es sein sollte, beziehungsweise war es nicht. Was mich jetzt trotzdem kurz zu den Dingen bringt, die wir nicht an PhD vermissen werden. Zum Beispiel die typischen Corona-Semester. Oder, wer kennt das nicht, das einmal im Semester morgens um 6 Uhr für die Prüfungsanmeldung aufstehen und sich auf Neptun einzuloggen, 1 Stunde lang zu aktualisieren und um 7:20 festzustellen, dass man doch aus dem System geflogen ist und seinen kompletten Prüfungsplan neu schreiben muss. Dann Sätze wie, es tut mir leid, kommen Sie bitte nächste Woche noch einmal. Oder in einer PJ-Prüfung von einem unserer Lieblingsdozenten gesagt zu bekommen, ei, in Anatomie wären Sie jetzt retrograd durchgefallen. Ja, perfekt. Aber eben auch genau diese Dinge und Geschichten machen PhD aus und haben, so blöd sie manchmal waren, uns alle nur noch mehr zusammengeschweißt. Um jetzt nicht noch Tage hier zu stehen und über die wirklich wichtigen, unzähligen Geschichten, über die wir alle sicher auch in Jahren noch zurückdenken und lachen werden, zu philosophieren, ist es jetzt an der Zeit, Danke zu sagen. Als allererstes möchte ich mich bei unseren beiden Jahrgangssprechern, Felix Rapp und Hedwig Schöne, bedanken, die wirklich immer versucht haben, trotz des eigenen Stresses das Beste für den Jahrgang rauszuholen, was vor allem in den Corona-Semestern alles andere als leicht war. Ihr bekommt nachher auch noch was von uns, das ist jetzt aus Zeitgründen nicht möglich, aber vielen Dank euch beiden. Vielen Dank auch an unsere Professorinnen und Professoren für die exzellente Ausbildung. Danke an das IGSC, auch an Anniko und an Netta, an das Studienbüro mit Kalman und Laszlo, die immer für einen Spaß zu haben waren, und auch an das Studienreferat mit Corinna und Rita, die uns die Jahre über begleitet haben. Vielen Dank auch an jeden Einzelnen von euch, der PhD zu dem gemacht hat, was es war. Eine zweite Heimat und auch eine zweite Familie. Was man heute auch sehr gut sehen kann, wie viele Leute hier sind, die vor einigen Jahren schon absolviert haben oder nach dem Physikum nach Deutschland gewechselt sind oder irgendwo anders auf der Welt und trotzdem heute hier sind. Sei es im PG gewesen, im Open Mic, beim City Race oder bei der Weinfahrt mit Erika Meister. oder am International Evening. Ohne euch wäre es nicht halb so schön gewesen. Zuletzt gilt unser größter Dank unseren Familien. Ohne euch wäre all dies niemals möglich gewesen. Danke, dass ihr uns das ermöglicht habt. Danke, dass ihr immer da wart, euch jeden Kummer angehört habt und jeden Erfolg mit uns gefeiert habt und immer an uns geglaubt habt. In diesem Zuge möchte ich auch allen Freundinnen, allen Freunden und Familienmitgliedern wie Eltern, Großeltern, Bekannten und auch ein paar unserer Mitstudentinnen und Studenten, die heute aufgrund verschiedener Ereignisse nicht hier daran teilnehmen können, uns aber gerade sicherlich im Livestream zuschauen, danken und herzlich grüßen. Ihr könnt euch sicher sein, jeder von uns hat euch im Kopf und im Herzen dabei. Und jetzt bleibt mir nur noch, uns allen das Beste zu wünschen. Und ich bin mir sicher, jeder Einzelne wird auch dank unserer exzellenten Ausbildung seinen Weg gehen. Und auch dort werden sich unsere Wege mit Sicherheit kreuzen. Professor Tan, Sie brauchen sich keine Sorgen machen, dass wir Pécs vergessen werden. Dazu wollte ich noch was auf Ungarisch kurz sagen an Sie alle. Mindenki Pécsi akad lenni. Ich freue mich später, mit euch allen im Tresor vorerst ein letztes Mal so richtig feiern zu können und schließe diese Rede mit den Worten: Ja, es ist ein Abschied, aber ein Abschied auf Zeit. Vielen Dank.
Thank you so much for the speeches, Amber and Oliver. On behalf of my colleagues at the school, I would like to wish our young doctors success in the future work and all the very best. Im Namen meiner Kollegen an der Medizinischen Fakultät wünsche ich unseren jungen Doktoren viel Erfolg bei ihrer Arbeit und alles Gute. And now I would like to ask those who carry the flags to come forward. Distinguished guests, hereby I declare our graduation ceremony closed. Sehr geehrte Gäste, hiermit schließe ich unsere Abschlussfeier. The flags are leaving. Would everyone please stand? Als nächstes folgt der Auszug der Nationalflaggen. Bitte erheben Sie sich.
Doctor.